great friends at Austin that I keep in touch with many of them today. There are several that are also have kids that have gone through Austin as I have, so I've had an opportunity to reconnect with them after my time here. But it gave me an introduction to a great college that set the real foundation for the rest of my life.
My time at Austin was really wonderful. It was something that I'll always remember and cherish all these memories. It's a time when you're growing, a time when you're a young man, your teenage years. You're going from freshman, entered as a freshman, and graduated as a senior in '68. And those years were special anyway. In the 1960s, my parents very much wanted me to go to a Catholic school, and the education here and the exposure to Latin and languages, mathematics, etc., was very good. So I look upon it very fondly, and given the sports that I excelled at and the offerings in education, it was really a wonderful experience.
Overall, my experiences at Austin were positive. I had great classmates, teammates, coaches, and the faculty at Austin were great. Learned a lot through my years here at Austin.
Austin had a big impact on my life. I think what's so unique is I never realized that at age 53 that Austin would still play such a major role in my life. So, it's funny, you go to high school, and I know a lot of people, hey, they're done high school and that's the end of it. Well, Austin was always a big part of my family.
Austin has definitely impacted my life. Upon graduation, I stayed and coached some of the basketball teams, softball teams. After that, I actually became a teacher.
And even after the graduations, we still remained involved in the Austin community, either fundraising, helping get the golf tournament moving forward. We have a scholarship now in honor of my brother. And so we still remain, heavily involved. I'd like to think as part of the Austin family, part of the Austin community. How it impacted my life, I think that you just never know where life's going to take you. Like college with high school, you end up going there. You don't know what the end result is going to be. I think that was kind of my 4 years at Austin. But again, I think what's so unusual is that at age 53, I'm probably more involved in Austin than I've ever been.
I was one of 5 boys that attended Austin, and I was second in line, and my father made the decision for my older brother that that's where he'd attend. He, investigated a number of the other private or Catholic schools in the area, and he determined that Austin was by far the best fit for him, and it was quite successful for him, and the rest was written in stone. We were all heading this way, and we all had equally great experiences here at Austin. So.
Certainly my memorable events at Austin were, of course, the Drama Festival win. We had it winning the New England Drama Festival in 1967. 67 was a really great year, and when you're 17 years old, it's the 1960s, you're in the flower of your youth, and then this great event happens. You're a small school, you don't know what's going to happen, whether you'll be a winner or not, whether you go very far as a school. We went right to the top.
Of course, being on the different teams for 5 years, soccer, basketball, and softball, many teammates influenced my experience at Austin, the different coaches that we had, just to name a few. Mr. Gramling with softball, Mr. Enright, my dad, and obviously Coach Maraday obviously influenced me always coming and supporting.
It would be the teachers, and specifically, 2 really come to mind for me. Matt Miller and Father Johnson. Both Matt and Father Johnson were involved in a lot of different activities. Father Johnson headed up the Explorer group. He taught driver ed. He coached the ski team. He was a biology teacher. But he was always available, to offer guidance and support. And the same for Matt Miller. Matt ran the library, he taught English. He always made sure within the library that there was a refrigerator that had a bunch of snacks in it. We had a lot of early morning practices, so a lot of times we were missing breakfast and those sort of things. And I think back about, how generous he was, and not only with that, but just his wisdom and guidance. So, and then the other, I think two people that were very influential, and especially my senior year, were my hockey coaches, both Gary Bishop and Sandy Ruggles. It was almost as though they were a little ahead of their time as far as just predicting what was going to happen in the future, what was going to happen with the hockey team. And I think when I look back, I feel very fortunate to have those people in my lives.
I'd probably have to say my greatest influences at Austin were some of the teachers, especially Mrs. Gremlin. She put a lot of time in for me and gave me a lot of extra help. And the same went with Mrs. O'Leary and Mr. Maloney. But all the teachers helped me out.
I have a very positive teaching experience that encouraged you to go further and further in education. I had an interest in philosophy, and he talked about that. He encouraged that. That's what I wanted to do, and I got a BA in philosophy at Villanova and did more graduate work at Boston College. My interest in that still continues.
Austin Prep provided me with the solid building blocks to go on and succeed in college, and I actually went on and got my master's as well. And like I said before, I think the education here and how everybody positively impacted my education made me want to give back and become part of the education field as well.
I think an Austin education is still helping prepare me for life. I think one of the things that Austin taught me is that you have to have an open mind, and you have to be willing to change, and you have to be willing to learn. I also think, the Austin helped prepare me by having such a dedicated faculty. It amazes me that here I am today, some 30 years later, that I'm back at Austin, and some of my teachers are still here, still very effective, still dedicated as ever. And to me, it's just reassuring to know that those same people are still there. So I think Austin did a fantastic job of preparing me for my later years in life, and it still is.